Good afternoon, I'm Sandra Merkeliow in the Sheridan newsroom.
And I'm Matt Ingram. Here are your headlines at 12:30. Our top story, the ongoing crisis in Ukraine. European Union leaders are gathering today in an emergency summit to deal with a response to Russia's military incursion into the Ukraine. The 28-nation bloc will consider imposing sanctions against Russia. Meanwhile, voters in the Russia-friendly Crimea region will have a chance to split from Ukraine and join Moscow on March the 16th. The parliament in Crimea enjoys a degree of autonomy under current Ukrainian law. Ukraine's interim prime minister, Arseniy Yatsenyuk, spoke out about Crimea's referendum earlier today.
This is illegitimate decision. And this so-called referendum has no legal grounds at all. That's the reason why we urge Russian government not to support those who claim separatism in Ukraine. Crimea was, is, and will be an integral part of Ukraine.
And sticking to international news, some dramatic testimony today at the murder trial of South African Olympian Oscar Pistorius. Dr. Johan Stipp, Pistorius' neighbor, took to the stand to give the first public account of the immediate aftermath of the shooting. This is what he had to say.
Well, I was trying to ascertain if she is survivable. Oscar was crying all the time. He prayed to God to please let her live. She must not die. He said at one stage while he was praying that he will dedicate his life and her life to God if she would just only live and not die that night.
Pistorius is on trial for allegedly shooting his girlfriend last year on Valentine's Day. Pistorius claims he thought she was a burglar.
The first full day of the Quebec election campaign kicks off today. Premier Pauline Marois hits the campaign trail, claiming that the Parti Québécois has helped create jobs and the economy. Marois and the PQ currently hold a minority government and will seek a majority in this election. Ballots will be cast on April the 7th.
University of Ottawa's President Alan Rock made a public statement today about 2 allegations of sexual misconduct involving students at the school. Rock says the university will form a task force to stop violence and sexist behavior against women. The university's hockey team is being investigated by Thunder Bay Police for an alleged sexual assault. 4 student leaders also resigned after a private Facebook chat about a female student leader became public.
And the Toronto Zoo's newest polar bear cub finally has a name. After 4 months and thousands of votes in the Name the Cub contest, the bear has been named Humphrey. He has also been given the Inuit name Pew, meaning good and nice. Now over to Samantha with your sports update.
After a busy trade deadline day, the Toronto Maple Leafs and Montreal Canadiens both had big wins last night. The Leafs beat the New York Rangers 3-2 in overtime thanks to a goal by Tyler Bozak. The Habs won in the 6th round of a shootout against the Anaheim Ducks, and that's without their newest player, Thomas Vanek. He's expected to join the Habs tonight when they take on the Phoenix Coyotes. The PGA Tour also begins today. Tiger Woods is the defending champ and says he will be playing despite a back injury. That's all for sports. Now to Deanne with entertainment.
Thanks, Sam. John Travolta has apologized to Idina Menzel for mispronouncing her name during Sunday's Academy Awards. While introducing Menzel's performance of Let It Go from the animated film Frozen, Travolta said the name Adele Dazeem. As expected, millions of viewers took to social media to poke fun at Travolta for the flub. Travolta says he has been beating himself up for the mistake, but reminds himself to do as Idina would and tells himself to let it go, let it go. The MTV Movie Award nominees are out, and Oscar winner 12 Years a Slave will face off with The Wolf of Wall Street, American Hustle, The Hunger Games Catching Fire, and The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug for Movie of the Year. Amy Adams and Jennifer Lawrence, both Oscar nominees, are favorited for the prestigious Best Kiss Award for their smooch in American Hustle. Conan O'Brien will host the show April 13th. That's all for entertainment. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Deanne. Those were the headlines for the hour. I'm Sandra Merkeliow.
And I'm Matt Ingram. Thanks for joining us.
Peace.